Hi, I'm the off-brand Barbie that you find in a dumpster behind a thrift store, Trixie Mattel. And I'm the ex-Soviet gymnast who has a weird smell on the bus, Katya. And this is How to Build, the show where Dave builds whatever he wants out of Lego, because it's his show and not yours. Hey everybody, I'm Dave, and this is a little unusual episode of How to Build since I decided to do something to honor LGBT Pride Month, which is the month of June, and I am gay, of course, and so I figured I would build two of my gay icons, Trixie Mattel and Katya, the drag queens. Trixie Mattel was in Chicago for a show last week, so I took the opportunity to build these Lego versions of her and Katya from their show, and hand them off to Trixie, which was a huge honor. And yeah, so I just want to do a quick tutorial on how to build these characters and celebrate a little bit of the gay fabulousness that is Trixie and Katya. Yay! To build Trixie Mattel, I used a variety of pieces from a lot of the different collectible minifigure series. In fact, I think everything in here is basically from a collectible minifigure in one way or another. There's a link in the video description to a Brick Owl parts list where you can see all the different pieces that I used and who's selling them online if you want to try and recreate either of these minifigs for yourself, but I'll also try to talk through different options you could use for different places. So, Trixie Mattel is known for her pink outfits. She's supposed to be like a giant life-size Barbie doll in many ways, so pink is definitely one of her colors, so I thought pink was really the way to go here. I found this really fabulous pink dress with lots of exaggerated jewelry on it. This is from the collectible minifigure series Popstar, and it really just feels very much like something Trixie or another fabulous drag queen would wear. This head also comes from that Popstar. It's really good because it has pink lipstick and really exaggerated eye makeup. Trixie's really known for her really big eyes. This is not quite the doll fantasy makeup she normally does, but Lego has a pretty limited selection of over-the-top makeup faces, and this one worked pretty well, I think, for Trixie. I was considering using the Cleopatra face here, which has really great blue eyeshadow, but it doesn't really have as great of a mouth expression. For the hair, I knew I needed some gigantic blonde hair for her because that is what she's known for. This wig comes from the collectible minifigure series from the Lego movie from Calamity Drone, I believe is the name of the evil female robot, or fembot if you will. So that was a really great choice. Oh, also I should point out, the Popstar torso doesn't have these half pink sleeves. These I stole from Lisa Simpson. You could also steal them from Krusty the Clown. I thought those half sleeves worked well to make the dress a little fuller. You could also have it be sleeveless. The other thing that Trixie is really known for, in addition to the blonde wigs, pink makeup, etc., is giant bows in her hair. There's a bunch of different Lego bows that can go in different hair if it has one of those holes in it, but this bow takes the cake. This is from Daisy Duck from the Disney collectible minifigure series. She looks very bald without her bow here. You could also go for Minnie's bow, which is a slightly different shade of pink, depending on what version of pink you're going for overall with the outfit. There's also a lot of smaller bows that come in the Friends sets. These are kind of like bow ribbons, and there's this bow. So there's a variety of bows you could choose from, but this one, I mean, the thing about drag is it should be super exaggerated and over the top, so I went for the biggest bow possible there. Next up, Trixie tends to have pretty short dresses with exposed legs, so I went with yellow legs on a pink hip, which work pretty well just as they are, but what's really nice is now we have a variety of skirts we can choose from to give the dress just a little more shape. So this is a Lisa Simpson skirt from one of the collectible minifigures. I believe it's her like Sunday formal wear skirt that she has. Skirts are always tricky to put on, the cloth ones. Weave those over the legs there. So that works really well, I think, for Trixie. If you can't find this skirt, there's a couple other pink skirt options. Fairy Batman and Pink Power Batgirl have skirts from the Batman movie collectible figures, and Mini skirt is another pink skirt that could work pretty well. Again, depending on what you're going for. Skirts! Last but not least, I wanted to give her a little accessory. I figured a pink purse clutch worked pretty well. This one is from Marge, again from the collectible minifigure Simpsons. I believe it's the one where she's going to church, and I turned it around because I didn't necessarily feel the need for all the ruffles. Another approach you could take for Trixie, if you don't want to go pink, would be maybe something in light blue. This genie outfit from one of the collectible minifigures is a good starting place if you're going to go that route. So that's Trixie Mattel. Making Katya was a lot more straightforward than Trixie. I only had to pull from a couple different figures. The torso and legs that I chose for this are just straight up the Willie Scott minifigures outfit from the Indiana Jones sets. The only thing I changed here is the arms. I made those red. This is really to represent Katya's classic full-body red jumpsuit that she starts season 7 in. I'm pretty sure that's what that outfit is from. I like that the back of the outfit shows a little skin. Feels kind of appropriate for Katya. So that was basically the most straightforward option. Some other kind of like fabulous red dress, if you can find it, would work pretty well. Other thing to point out is, so Katya is known for her gymnastics. So if you want to have Katya do a split, you can take a pair of minifigure legs and pull off one of the legs and get a duplicate left leg, or right leg. What would that be? So yeah, give her like 2 right legs, put one of them on backwards, and then she can do an actual split, whereas normally, you know, a set of legs can only bend part of the way back. So that's really fun for just doing some fun poses. Get that split. The face I chose for her is from the Hollywood Starlet collectible minifigure, aka Marilyn Monroe. The lips are classic Katya. I wish I could have had one that had a little goofier expression, but I couldn't find one that had the right like makeup and look together. I thought about giving her like a evil witch face, because she's sometimes kind of like that, but I thought this was more just kind of classic Katya glamour. For the hair, I actually glued, yes, I use glue sometimes, a hat onto a hairpiece. The hairpiece is from the Friends line. This really fabulous blonde big hair, felt very Katya. And then I took this old red hat, which is kind of used for like cab drivers and things from the original Lego series. This was really trying to represent that kind of red Russian hat she wears in, again, her first appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I thought they went really well together. If you've never glued Lego together before, I use a glue called Gorilla Glue, which you should only use if you have adult supervision or are an adult yourself, but it takes about 2 hours to dry. After I glued it, I put it in a clamp to hold these 2 pieces together. Clamps are another part of my Lego toolkit that I use every now and then. Here's a look at the clamp I use. It's an Irwin Quick Grip. I learned about these from David Pickett. Really great for holding stuff in place on my animating table, and in this case also for Lego glue. Last but not least, you want to give her a fan. Black for me is the classic Katya Thwarp color. Doesn't really go with her outfit in this instance. This fan does come in red and dark red, I believe, but black just feels more classic color. That's the one she's always thwarping at Trixie. So there you go. There is Katya. Another possible hat choice is this tiny dark red hat with the red feather. This comes on the Lego Movie Fembot character that I mentioned earlier that we got Trixie's hair from. So if you're getting that, you probably already have this hat. It does work on this hairpiece, but it just doesn't seem as classic Katya as this more Russian imitation did. If you want to build a little set for Trixie and Katya, you can take a simple 4x6 plate, some 2x2 jumper plates, and And some of these stool pieces, I'm just using black. Colors of all these pieces don't really matter, it's just kind of whatever you want. And then they can sit down and have a chat about whatever they want to talk about in life today on their show. What's nice is that the stools can twist in and out without going crazy. You could also use turntables down here, but I find the single stud connections a little easier to manage. So that is Trixie Mattel and Katya made out of Lego. As I mentioned earlier, there's a link in the description where you can find a list of all the different parts that I used to make this if you want to try and make your own. A caveat, if you are a child, you should probably not go and watch Katya and Trixie's video because they have very mature language in them. But otherwise, feel free to enjoy their very raunchy humor. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Brick 101, and check out all my other Lego how to build videos.